Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Before I get started, I want to go over my disclaimers. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911 or you can reach out to the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. And for mental health resources, reach out to NAMI at 800-950-NAMI. 800-950-6264. You can also text at 741741. With that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Happy Friday. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. Decided to take care of yourself, put yourself first, and not allow anyone to come in and make you feel bad for choices you made. So, I've been talking about how you may be the magnet for narcissistic people and how we let others destroy our personality or who we are. And I just wanted to say this message today is for the ones who have children. We don't want this to continue, especially if we have young women. Young girls, I'm sorry, that we're raising. We don't want them to grow up and be in an abusive relationship, and especially if we have boys, we don't want them to grow up and be the abuser. So we want to notice that we want to take notice that the relationship we had an effect on the children that we have. So we want to do whatever it takes to break the cycle now so they don't have to deal with this. We want to talk to them and show them love and kindness and teach them how to treat one another, because if you were in a relationship where you were a physical abuse, and let's say the kid did not see it but they heard it, you want to let them know that's not okay, and you want to teach them how to be to one another. And it doesn't come by you pointing the finger at the father and destroying who he is, and because some abusers will just seek it out toward you and then don't treat their kids. They won't physically abuse them, but it could be mentally. They can say things to make them feel bad. So you want to help your child, because if the relationship is where the child still can visit with the father because he wasn't a maniac toward them, then of course the courts is going to allow visitation. But they don't really look at the mental part of it. They don't look at when there's a parent and a child, and the child is being mentally abused because the parent is saying things. So they don't really look at that. But it's your job to, I like to say, deprogram the kids. Talk to them, let them know that they can be open and honest with you about whatever happened on their visits. Talk about it, strike up a conversation without pointing fingers at the other person or making the other person look bad, because it's hard when you're a child and you love both parents and you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings because you still have love for this other parent. And you may know as a child that this parent wasn't good to the other parent. So what you want to do as the parent that's getting out of this relationship, you want to continue to show love, and you want to teach them how to be loved. And I know you may say, well, I'm trying to do the healing for myself. And I really don't know what to do. So at this point, I would ask you to go to Spirit, go to God, ask Him to help you, and I'm speaking from experience. All I did when my children came back, I would tell them when they would tell me, well, he did this, and I didn't like the way he treated another girlfriend that he was with, or it just didn't make sense. They starting to grow up and they see things that you known all along. As long as your child is not being physically abused, then you have to kind of let the child still go until they start to see. But you have to be that light. You have to be the one to point out, well, this is not the way it should be. You have to discuss what they seen or what they heard. You have to keep reassuring them that this person still needs to be helped, and you have to show them how to protect themselves. And once you do that, kids are not stupid. They will see, because they see that this parent, is not heal. And they see that you're doing the healing. So then they'll know how to have compassion for that parent, and they'll know how not to be a part of whatever this parent is doing mentally. You know, and like I said, if it becomes to where it's too bad, you have to intervene. I know the courts say this, but trust and believe. Don't allow your child to be damaged because of what the court system said. I'm not telling you to be so rebellious to where it's making it hard for everyone. But if your child is saying, I don't want to go today, or I don't want to visit with that parent, then you have a conversation with them. And of course, the parent is going to start screaming, you're keeping them away from me, or whatever the case may be. Too many people don't like to go to court. And it's not so much because of the money, it's because of all the stuff they have to go through. So if they threaten to go to court, then take that as a threat, you know. But do whatever it takes to protect your child. Don't keep sending them back, especially when they're older. You know, you have 12 and I'll start as young as 10. You have 10-year-olds that see things and they just don't like what they see. They don't like what they hear. They don't like the way this parent is treating them. And it's not physical abuse. It's just mental. So you want to honor how your child is feeling. You want to stop forcing them to do something. And when the other parent say that you're the one, you stick up for your child. You be the voice. You know, don't just throw your child out there to tell them that they don't want to see them, because kids don't know how to express that. And I know you may be in the midst of your healing, but trust and believe that if you ask Spirit to give you a voice and how to say it, He will. So don't allow your children to be mentally abused because this other person refused to do the healing and all they know is how to hurt somebody. So like I said, if they threaten court, then go back to court, you know, and trust and believe that God will stand on your behalf. You know, get an advocate to speak for you, to help you with this. There's things that the court offers, and let them know that your child is upset. And every time that it comes up for a visit, that the child is just not wanting to go because of things that they're hearing and seeing. And like I said, the courts don't really look at a lot of mental abuse, but it's going to come a point in time when it becomes prevalent in a case. So you may be the first one to make that change, but whatever it is, don't back down, you know, and pray that God either fix the other parent that's going through all this or remove them totally out of their lives. Because sometimes, I know it may sound harsh, but sometimes you just don't need a person that's going to keep diminishing who you are, keep damaging your growth. So you just don't want that to happen with your children. So if that means they have to move on until they do better, never talk down about the other parent, whether that's a mother or father. Just say that they're not completely healed, and you're doing whatever it takes to protect your child. And they should always love them, but don't allow them to sit back and take abuse in no shape or form, whether it's mentally or physical. And if it's physical, then you hurry up and get your child out of that. If you know someone that's going through this and they have children, please share this video, like and subscribe. And if you're going through this, watch this video until it makes sense to you. But don't stand back and allow the abuser to continue to abuse you through your children. Have a good weekend, and I will see you again next week. Remember to be there for one another as much as you can without putting yourself in harm's way. Thank you for watching.